All right. Hello, hello. I haven't been on in a while. I was on vacation and I'm back and I'm going to make a few different videos tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to try to keep them shorter and more to the point. So this one here is going to be about the pick two, and it's going to be my pick two tabs, my favorite ones, where you can find them. And then I'm going to do a prediction for uh, whatever I see. I'm going to try. I'm only focusing pretty much on Florida. Um, okay, I'm doing Florida, District of Columbia, or Pennsylvania. I'm not doing any of the other ones. That's just what I'm focusing on, and I'm just focusing on something that I see. If I see something for a state, I'll focus on that. I'm not going to necessarily play all three of them. Every draw, I really don't even do that. I actually did win a couple more here the other day. I didn't post it because I was on vacation. I was going to, but I was just like, screw it. I hit Pennsylvania again 2 times, and it was only for 22.50, but I only did like I think $1 and $1.50 or something. Or one of them, maybe it was $2, but anyway. So yeah, and then Pennsylvania, I've been hitting a lot on that one. So I've been hitting that one more often, I should say, not a lot of money. But okay, so this is going to be my pick two tab. So first of all, as you can see, my first one here I have yet to organize this like I said I was going to, but so this is the converter and emulator. This is my favorite thing. So this is just absolutely awesome. And you can find this, just go to the search right here or go to news. Okay, let me open a new tab here so you can see that. So let me go to news right here and go down to here's some. Oh, cool, he updated this here. I'm going to talk about this later. This is so cool. Oh man, I love this thing. So right here is like the updates and stuff and things. That here's some of the current recommendations. Okay, and you're going to see it on here somewhere. It was right here, like, well, it's just right in here. Just keep, maybe right here. Basic reduction. Yeah, so this is this. Oh, this is essentials. These are something else. So why can't I find it? Wasn't that far in? It's right in here. Oh my gosh. Sorry. You'll find it. I mean, not that hard. I mean, just put this in MNS, just put that in the search and you'll find it. So, and then, like I said, you can load everything through this and then you can save all kinds of, I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in here so I can just quickly throw something up. Like for instance, like look at this one here. You'll see Florida. Okay. Let me refresh this one. Look at that. So no blue has been used. I didn't play that. So there hasn't been a blue in a while. Look at that. That's a long time for no blue. I still want to think of something that will work well alongside this, and I don't know what. I'm thinking an existing filter. Now, I don't want to make any new filters. I just want something that will complement this, that will work with it, because only this one, like, when you're playing the pick three, you're able to manipulate it more. This one is a little harder. So it's harder I think you're better off playing two colors, but if you're going to even do the color thing, I don't always even do the color thing. But when it's like this, I mean, that's a long time. There hasn't been a blue since the 22nd, and you can tell that it regularly hits, and it's about maxed out there. So I would suspect it's going to be hitting here. Okay, and then what's it going to be? Remember, it's a 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. You got 6, 8, 6, 6. So you can look at which one's the most due. It looks like 10 is the most due. Maybe a 9, right, or a 7. Maybe a 10 or a 7 tomorrow. But I don't like to I don't know. It's kind of risky doing that with the pick two. But I think a blue is a good thing to go for. So if you look at this converter, you can just I have it already in here. So I got blue and pink together, blue and yellow together, pink and yellow separately. So I'm going to do blue. I load that up and I already put this in here. So now I'm ready to go. I named it blue, and all of this is straight. I have it straight in here, and I have it blue, and I just hit start. And then there you go. There's 30 straights. So whenever a blue does hit in Florida, it has to be one of these. So that's pretty cool. And then we can start from there by breaking things down. Now you can save it as boxed if you want to. You can really manipulate this and save any of the filters you like, not just MySlow. You can save all kinds of stuff in here, ready to load it up, and saves you a lot of time, especially if you're one who likes to do all kinds of stuff, and don't have to sit there and punch it all in. So this is my favorite one here. And then the next one is the advanced reduction. I have this one. I know there's a couple different ones, the basic, and then there's another one, but this is the advanced, or maybe there's not another one for the pick 2. For the pick 3 there is. So I just keep this one. There's no sense in me having the basic one in there since this one is that plus some. So I really like this. This is nice. I load up all the straights right here. Sometimes I do the boxed, and I'm not going to go break all down, but here. So pick 2 essentials. This is the second one here. And then the third one is my project here. You can just put any of this stuff in here in the search right there. You'll find it. Same with any of these charts. Just go to the search right here and you'll be able to find these. Chances chart. Okay, now this is the pick X. This is the newer one. So when you look for these, go all the way down to statistics under chart info. Okay, and go all the way down, and you see these X ones right here. These ones here. So I look at like the tracking, frequency, expectation, charts. Okay, here. Here, chances right here. Chances. And that's where I'm finding those. Okay. And then I still keep open some of the old school ones too, because I still like those too. But for the pick 2 right now, that's what I got. I keep my thing open here. I keep the chances chart open, which I tip. Well, like right now, I would go to Florida and I would keep this on all keys. I'd keep this as boxed, and I would look at this and see what's due. So right now, 2 and 4. Wow, look at the 4. Look at the 4. That's insane. It's out 22 draws. 2 is out 19. I guess it's not insane because for the pick 2, I've noticed that obviously the numbers can stay out a little longer because there's not a third digit. So, but that being said, I would suspect the 2 or the 4 to be dropping soon. So I keep open this chances chart because I can jump through all the different filters and it has everything. So, and you can do pre-sorted, sorted. I mean, it's endless. I love it. It's kind of overwhelming though, and then I keep open the distance chart lately because, I just kind of keep this open because I really like the way the feel of this is. I really like if you just keep open, I'll show you. Like I like to keep open this for the pre-sorted. I like to really do this for pick 3 too. I'm going to do a pick 3 tabs tomorrow and maybe a pick 4 at the same time. So if you want to look at what I do for those two. So right now, pre-sorted A. So this is boxed, okay, in box form. I'm not going to look at the 7. I'm not going to look at the 8. I don't care because that means, well, okay, for the pick 2, yes, I should. For pick 3, I shouldn't. But so right now, I'd be more interested in the 4 and the 2, those being the first digit in the boxed version. I think that will probably be dropping soon. Let's see. And then I keep open, and I do this for other stuff too, but I don't want to explain all that right now. So this is the frequency. This is one of my main things I keep open. I love the frequency. This was just absolutely great. Like I said, I love to keep it open for one of my favorite things to do for the pick 3. I also love to do it for the pick 2. I will do, so numbers, and we're going to go to most recent draw option, and I keep it at 90 days. You see how I got 90 days? But I've noticed that for lately, I'm thinking it'd probably be better to go to I don't want to say 60, but I'm going to say 80 draws because you're always doing it. Sorry. I don't know. Make sure my kid's not choking. He just coughed really loud. Okay, so what I would say is for this, I'm thinking 80 is maybe a better. I'm starting to rethink my 90-day thing, but you'll notice here 2, 2, 4, 2, 3 on the times drawn, and you'll see the 1. See, I'm looking for that 1. I'm looking for that 1, and see, look at the 1 still dominates at the 90 days, but wow, has it been out, right? So I suspect that's going to be dropping soon, a 1. And if you think a 1's going to drop, then you can go to the options only, and then you can copy the yellow ones because these are the ones. And so then if you think that's the case, you can copy those. But see, I'm doing midday, so I'm going to drop that back over to midday. But see, look at midday. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at all of these. There hasn't been a 1 since the 20th. That's, I mean, look at, if you would have seen that before that, look, let's say if it was like this. Okay, you'd be like, well, look at 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 bunch of ones 2 1. Okay, 2 3 2 3. So it's 4 of them, then a bunch of ones. So you're thinking, okay, I think a 1 will be dropping pretty soon, maybe after 3 or 4. Yeah, look at 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That's crazy, and that sucks because I don't normally see this, and this is one of the things I do follow. I do suspect that's going to be flipping, so I think it's worth the jump. Now, remember, this means that a blue has to hit and this has to hit. Typically, I like to just pick one or the other because now I'm rolling two of the major dice right now. Okay, and now these are straight, so I'm going to do these straight, select straight, and now I'm not going to add here. I'm going to add numbers right here. Okay, and I'm going to throw those in there, paste those in there. So these are those straights right there at the 90 days. And I'm going to bring those in there, and it's going to give me 12 numbers. So if the blue hits tomorrow, and it's one of, if a 0 turns to a 1, right? A 0 turning to a 1 on this. I know I've said that a million times, so I think that's pretty understandable by now. See? All these ones, and it's very overdue. So that means one of these yellows is about to drop. And when it does, if it comes with the blue, then it has to be one of these numbers for tomorrow. And like I said, I think a 2 or a 4 is very likely to drop, and I think it's worth throwing that in there. So this is for Florida. I guess I'm doing a Florida pick right now. Let's see what this is. There you go. I could go back and get rid of this and do the whole thing, but I like these right here. Okay. Okay, and then the next thing I do is one of the absolute major things that I couldn't go without is this one right here. Pickaxe filter charts tracking digit filters by key. I literally have to have this open. I mean, just it's so valuable. I mean, look at this. Look at this for District of Columbia. This is for pre-sorted B. Okay, so in box form, you have the 1 out, right? And you have the 3 out. 10 and 11. Now look at this. Now they can go out for a while, right? Look how long they go out. So I'm not saying single out one of them, but look at, very often you'll see these, one of these will be hitting. I'm suspecting that one of these will be hitting. So in the B position for boxed for District of Columbia, I'm just going to write this down right now. So District of Columbia, and I'm going to do pre-sorted. Okay, I'm going to do B. I'm going to do A and B, but okay, but for B, I'm saying it's going to be, let's see, is it going to be the 5 or the 0? Well, I don't think it's going to be the 0 because then it would be 0 0. So I'm thinking there's going to be a 5 in pre-sorted, or it's going to be a 6. I'm sorry, let's see, what is this? Okay, yes, a 6. Okay, why is that showing a 7? Why am I confused right now? Oh yeah, wait. Okay, pre-sorted B, meaning the second position, like this one here, pre-sorted the 5. So B. But wouldn't that, okay, I get it. Never mind. So 7 is actually the higher number in that. So, but it's a 6. Oh, duh. Idiot. So this is straight. So you gotta look at this. This is the box. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a 7, or it could potentially be a 2, which I doubt it. Then that means that the first digit would have to be a 0 or a 1. So I'm going to say tomorrow's for District of Columbia will be a 5 or a 6 pre-sorted. Okay, not straight, but pre-sorted. Which which is very nice, because if you think it's going to be a 5 or 6 pre-sorted, then that means that the number in the A position has to be lower than that. Okay, so we're thinking a lower number for that. But anyway, see, this is so valuable. Let's just look at Florida ones. So Florida, you can see that hit right there. See, same situation. So you got to look at it and be like, this is what was you're seeing. So you were seeing this is out, and this is out the longest, but they can go out for a while. But by picking that, you would have picked 5, and then you would have picked a 7 again. And that's what it was, a 7, see? And then let's not do pre-survey now. Let's just do numbers. So look at this here. We got Florida. You got, this stands for a 0 or a 5. And it's been out 6 draws. It's been out 1, been out 4, been out 2, been out 5. If you think a 0 or a 5 possibly will be coming back. I don't know if that was an option. 0 or 5. So 4 or 5 would be a good option possibly for tomorrow, for Florida. 4 or 5 straight. Let's see. So I love this. Absolutely love this. And I could break this down more, but this is what I love to do. I like to go back and forth between the V tracks and the A tracks and the neighbors to see what's going on. Like, here we go. Here again. This is just in general numbers to be used. This can all be found in the statistics too, or just taking digit filters by key in the search. But look at this right here. You got 3 and 4. So the 4 stands for a 0 or an 8. And then the 3 stands for a 2 or a 5. Okay. Now, there's a high chance that one of these is going to be hitting here because they won't stay blank. I mean, look at them. They just don't. So there's a high chance for Florida to have a 2 or a 5 or a 0 or an 8. Now, it doesn't have to be both of them, but there's a good chance for that. And I already kind of got the 2 covered. So I wish it was a different number, because then it would give me what I did the other day. I didn't get to show what I did. I think it was I don't know, maybe it was Florida actually. I think it might have been Florida I won. Let me show you. I won. I must not have been Florida. It was one of these states. It was a 1-6, and all I did was I could tell that there was going to be a 0 or a 1, and 6 was so due. So I just did 6. I did 0, 1, and I think I don't know if I did blue or not, but that's all it took, and it gave me literally 2 numbers and boxed, and then I just unboxed them. There's only 4 straights. That's literally all I did, and it took me just a few minutes. And that was really nice. So that's one of the things I do there. Okay. This thing here is very useful. So I said a 2 or a 5 or a 0 or an 8. Let me look at those numbers again. A 2 or a 5. See, that can cover, I guess you could say, a 2 or a 5 or a 0 or an 8. So I don't have any 0 or 8s. That's where you could technically get rid of these if you wanted to, and if you wanted to, and you could put in 0, 8, and then 2, 5, maybe do 2, maybe do 2, 4, 5. Let's see what that is. 2, 4, 5. I ain't gonna change anything. I was gonna say put in a 0 or an 8, but there's no 0 or an 8 down below. So okay, so that's why I love to keep open that tab there. Okay. And let's just see what neighbors is quick. See this neighbor, look at that one. This is just in general, not looking at pre-sorted right now. 8, that's probably gonna be hitting. And what does that stand for? That stands for a 4 or 5. So I would really suspect a 4 or a 5 to be dropping really soon here in Florida. I really like a 4 or a 5. So maybe that 5 pre-sorted on the B position. Maybe that's coming. So I like that. So that's very useful, man. And with 2 numbers, you can really break this down. You can be really careful with it too. And some states are going to show you more. And that's what comes to this, the 1 to 10% filter. This thing is amazing. So look at this high-low even odd box. I found this one. I love this. So you can look at what's due. Now, of course, in the B position, okay, let's go. Let's just do A position and let's go to 1%. Nothing there. Let's do 2%. Nothing there. 3%. 4%. And 5%. Is it even changing? Okay, 6%. Okay, 6%. You have a small even in Florida midday to be used here really soon. And you have Puerto Rico, you have a high odd. Okay, let's say a big O. So a high odd to be used pretty soon here in Puerto Rico because that's 6%, and then you can just keep going up from there. But I would this one here especially. So a 5, 7, or 9 in whatever position is going to be dropping really soon in Puerto Rico. And then let's see. So this one here I love for everything because, and that's right here, the high, low, even odd boxed, and it's under common filters. Definitely one you want to mark because it's really good. And let me go down to my colors. Okay, because this is, oh man, there's a couple other things I want to show you too, but I'm going to try to keep this not too long. So do SBPP right here, colors right here, colors. And then we're going to do not A position. We're going to do just numbers. And we're going to do 1%. So Florida blue, obviously we know the blue is due, right? Let's see what else is due. Let's see 5%. So nothing else right now. So that's a good one to play. 6%, nothing. Let's just go up to 10%. I don't know. There's two 8%. Let's go to 10%. Dude, look at that. Blue. Blue for Florida is a good one. 30 straights to start with. 30 straights to start with, but I'm starting to break it down a little bit more. I mean, I don't know if I should even do this because it already starts me off so low. I'm thinking about getting rid of that. I really hope a 0 is going to turn to 1. Okay, like I said, I'm going to write these down really quick here. So we have 12, we have 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 5. I like the 4, 5 the best. And the 4, 6. These are straight. Now, let's get rid of this once. Okay, keep blue. We're going to do that 2, 4, 5. Okay, but now we are going to drop in a 0 or an 8 because I really think that one of those could be hitting too. Maybe. Let's just do that. There you go. It adds only just 0, 4, and a 4, 0. I like that too. But here's another thing I do then. So the 1 to 10% is great because you can just do so much with it. There's so many filters you can find and breaking it down by position and stuff. And oh my gosh, there's just too much. So, and then the next one here is the 50 draws history, high, low, even, odd. Same thing. Search for this. Just put in 50 draws history. You'll be able to find it. Look for the pick 2 one. I like to drop it down here and look at what's going on. So look at this. Look at all the odds right now. Look at all the odds. Look at that. So I would suspect that would be probably changing up here. At least maybe not double odd if you wanted to be a little conservative about it. But I don't think there's going to be no double odd anyway. But if you want to get rid of the odd on the end, that would get rid of the 2, 3. To get rid of the 4, 3. It would get rid of my 4, 5. But let's just, so this is one of the things I like to look at. And then I like to jump around and just go to midday too and see whatever is thrown off a pattern. You know, whatever's throwing the pattern out. Okay. Like this one here, look at high, low, all these highs, low, high, right? And then look at this low, high. The low, high hasn't hit. You can there's a good chance that was going to flip, you know, little things like that. Next thing here is the in and out curve line. I like to keep this open too. Now you can find all these kind of things, you know, and on these other filters I have, but I like having these separately, open up separately like this. Look at this one. Curve like crazy, and then line, then another curve. I suspect a mixed bag coming up, so some fashion LC or a CL, and I think it's a really good one. to look at. So I'd go back over here and I would go to curve line right here, not curve line box because we're not doing box right now. And I would just hit add right there. You don't have to do keys or anything. And we're going to do curve line and we're going to do line curve. And if you ever forget what to do, just go ahead and hit pairs right there. And it gives you a preview of them. Okay, hit start. And that's going to remain like that. Let's go like this. Let's get rid of that. I'm more interested in that 2 and the 4 anyway. What we got now? A little bit more. Let's go now and show you the next thing. So this one here, he pretty much covers all that stuff that I showed you. These ones here, and I really like this one because I have to remember to keep this thing ascending because otherwise I'm going to be looking at the other side of it. This is really nice because you can break down pretty much everything, all the filters. I really like the Peyton one, the Cynthia ones, and breaking down this stuff is just amazing. And then you get into the digit one, which is also great. Let me show you this one. So I had Cynthia. Let me go to this one here. Like, look at this. For the B, definitely going to be seeing a 4, 5, or a 6 here on the end position soon. It's out 8, out 7. I would suspect a 4, 5, or 6 to be dropping really soon here. Right? That's coming. 4, 5, or 6 on the B for sure. That's going to be dropping. You can do the same thing for the A and see what's going on. Like there, you could tell that was due and it hit. I like the Cynthia ABC1 and ABC2. Like, look at this ABC2. This is for the A position. Look at this. We have a 2. If you don't know what it is, you can go to. I have a few different things. So this one here, book of filter selection. This is also in the news and the newer stuff. Really good. You can break down every filter there is, and it'll tell you what each one is. Like you go to it, it'll tell you what box it is, right? You can do it for pick 3. You can do it pairs. You can do it literally all these, every filter. It'll break it down for you. What levels are. Do it for the pick 3. It shows you what that is. Absolutely super valuable information. I got way too many things open here. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's go back to where I was. So this is really good. So this right here stands for, or just look at it right here. So we're looking at the A position for Cynthia. So it's going to be a 2, a 4, a 7. So we know a 2, 4, or 7. Okay, 2, 4, or 7. I don't know if it's anything else. Let's see. I mean, you could look on the charts to make sure you don't miss one. But it's a 2, 4, or 7. And I think that's all it is. So in the A position, we're looking at a 2, 4, or 7 soon, right? So there you go. That would be the 4, 6. We could have the, what else do we got in there? We got that 4, 6. I'm telling you, that 4, 6. Yeah. I was thinking 4, 4, or 5, but I think that odd's going to take a break. It could hit again, though. Still going to play it, but I like that 4, 6. Because this is dropping. This ain't going to continue that much longer. So I absolutely love this one here. And then I like to keep open the history frequency one here for just to have it on the side for, I keep it 25 to 50 draws. This gives me what's hot right now. I'll give it the old refresh and see what's going on. So in the last 50 draws, 6, 8, 5, 1, and 9. So I would go to the top 5 or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About the top 5. See what's happening. These are the hottest keys right now. Right, just break in half. Top 3 or 5 or something. And then I have this open to pick 2 information chart. I really like this old school chart. You can break it down by everything. I just like how it's easy to kind of see it. You can just like low is clearly due. I just like the out 26 draws there. I really like the feel of this old school one sometimes. All right, so I just kind of forgot about this one. I like it. Like right here, look at the CL, which is box, remember, so it can be LC, which we already talked about. I think that's coming. So I keep this one open here. just history tracking for information. And then that's pretty much it right now. You know me, I'll be adding probably another tab, but I've been trying to clean it up and not have so many tabs, but I like these, but I do want to organize it. But that's what I'm thinking. And my pick 2 for Florida is what I said. I don't know if you want to play all these ones. Could be one of these other ones I was not thinking, but I like what I have, by doing the 2-4 and then whatever I did in the video. You can back it up if you want to look at it. So I'm going to shut this one off, and I'm going to do a quicker video actually on the pick 4. And then I'll probably do a pick 3 tomorrow since it's getting kind of late. So this is my pick 2 stuff. And then the District of Columbia, I do think that the pre-sorted 5-6 will be dropping. I wish I could break that one down right now, but I'm already so long into this. And I always go to chances. So go to District of Columbia and just look at the keys. So 0-7, so a 0 or a 7 is a good one. And let's go to midday just to see. So 1 or a 0. So I'm saying 0, 1 or a 7 is a good one. So that might be, I say a 5-6 on that B. So maybe, just without even doing anything else, I'm thinking maybe a 0, a 1, and I'm not going to say a 7. I'm just going to say a 0 or 1. So that'd be a 0-5. It could be a 0-6, or it could be a 1-5 or a 1-6. And this would be pre-sorted boxed. Okay. I'm not going to break it down right now straight, but that's what I'm thinking, just without even doing anything else. 0-5, 0-6, 1-5, 1-6 boxed. Go and take a look at these charts over here and see what's going on. It might be something that really shows. Looking at colors, I don't even know what colors to do right now. And really nothing. Oh, it looks like a 0-3 and a 7-9 to be used probably pretty soon here. That'd be a good one. So maybe that 7 will come back. I don't know, but it could still be. I think it's going to be possibly one of the ones I just said. So anyway, this will be it for this video for pick 2. So that's what I do for pick 2 and how I break it down. I didn't get to talk really much about this advanced one. I really like this because you just pop it in the straights and start breaking it down through here. Like we just talked about, like if you think it's going to be a 5-6 on, remember this is straight. So let's load boxed. Now we're pre-sorted, right? This is boxed. Pre-sorted means boxed. So you think B is going to be a 5 or 6? Just go ahead and remove everything except for the 5 or 6. Or you can just, if you wanted to, you could just hit the red right here and it'll remove everything and then just punch in a 5 or 6. So this is what we're thinking for British District of Columbia. There's 13 boxed numbers right there. I think one of these will be hitting really soon in District of Columbia. And then if you think a 0 or 1 is going to be used, then that only leaves you with that to be in the A position. That's the nice thing about pick 2. And that's going to leave you with the numbers I was talking about. But, I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? Could it be that way? Could be tomorrow, but I might be wrong on that. But anyway, so have a good night, and I'll make a quick one on the pick 4. It's going to be on D-Love has some really good stuff with the pick 4, and he's got a Facebook group. You should check that out. And he's doing predictions, and he's really good at what he does. And I have a good thing I'm thinking about that will go along with his stuff. So, all right, stay tuned for that.